5 traditions from around the world, the history behind different culture celebrations. Festivals are a fantastic way to celebrate our culture, traditions, and history. They let us enjoy special times with our friends, family, and loved ones, and help us get closer to other people in society. Here are 5 different traditions from around the world. The Diwali celebration. Celebrating the victory of good over evil, wisdom over ignorance, and light over darkness, Diwali is India's most celebrated celebration. According to Jain tradition, the practice of lighting lamps started when Mahavira died in 527 BCE. On that day, 18 kings who had come to hear Mahavira's last teachings ordered that lamps be lit to remember the great light, Mahavira. Their old paintings and sculptures show this traditional belief about where Diwali came from and what it means to Jains. Over 1 billion people of all religions celebrate Diwali over its 5 days with worship, feasts, fireworks, family get-togethers, and acts of kindness in India and worldwide. The Hindu festival of lights, Diwali, also marks the start of a new calendar year for certain people. Both the myths and traditions surrounding Diwali vary greatly throughout India. Although what they all have in common is a plethora of sweets, a focus on family, and the lighting of clay lamps to represent the spiritual light inside each home. Christmas. Christmas is a Christian holiday celebrated worldwide on December 25th to remember the day Jesus Christ was born. It's a time to be happy, give and receive gifts, and spend time with family and friends. The celebration started in the 3rd century. At that time, Romans celebrated the winter solstice Saturnalia in mid-December for the god of Saturn and Sol Invictus' birthday on December 25th. There are a few different ideas about why Christians chose that date to celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ. One theory says that St. Hippolytus was the first to say that Jesus was born on December 25th. He said this in commentary on the book of Daniel, which was written around 205 AD. Scholars disagree this particular date was the actual birth date. Technically speaking, the first Christmas celebration was held on January 7th. The Julian calendar, also called the Old Calendar, was used from the time of Julius Caesar until Pope Gregory VIII's reform, when the Gregorian calendar was adopted. With the change, the year lost more than a week of days. During Christmas, people decorate trees, give each other gifts, and do traditional things like sing carols and go to church. Hanukkah. Hanukkah is a Jewish holiday celebrated for 8 days and nights to remember a miracle that happened 2,000 years ago, when light beat the darkness. Modern times have seen a rise in the holiday's popularity. Still, its roots go back to the years after Alexander the Great, the ancient Macedonian leader who took over the Persian Empire, died. After he died in 323 BC, his generals fought over who would be in charge for more than 100 years. The Greco-Syrian Seleucid kings would win and take over many of Alexander's old lands, including Judea in central present-day Israel. Hellenization, the spread of Greek art, architecture, and religion, was one way the Seleucids used their power. During Hanukkah, people light candles on a unique menorah, play games with a top called a dreidel with 4 sides, and give gifts to each other. Hanukkah has always been a relatively small religious holiday. Still, it became more popular in the 20th century because it's close to Christmas. Day of the Dead. The Day of the Dead is celebrated in Mexico and Central and South America. It is a time to remember and honor people who have died. People build altars with pictures and gifts of food, drinks, and flowers to honor the dead on the Day of the Dead. They also decorate colorful decorations like paper flags and candles at home and in public places. During the holiday, people also eat traditional foods like bread of the dead and sugar skulls. China's Lunar New Year. The Lunar New Year is a big holiday in China and other parts of East Asia that is about 3,500 years old. It is also called the Spring Festival. It's based on the moon cycle and usually takes place in January or February. It is yet to be discovered for sure when it began. Some people think the Chinese New Year started during the Shang Dynasty in 1600 to 1046 BC, when sacrifice ceremonies were held at the beginning and end of each year to honor gods and ancestors. People clean their homes for the Lunar New Year, decorate with red lanterns and paper cuttings, and do traditional things like dragon and lion dances. People also give each other gifts and eat special foods like dumplings and fish on this holiday. Stay tuned to our channel and turn on post notifications for new updates.